This is Sexy Funny Raw, where we chat all about the world of sex, from dating and relationships all the way to the adult industry itself. I'm Silvia Saige, and this is my Pornspective, answering all the questions you weren't even brave enough to ask Google. Get ready, because Sexy Funny Raw starts now. Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Sexy Funny Raw. I'm, of course, your host, Silvia Saige, and in studio with me, as always, is Dr. Eddie, giving us his public health perspective. Thank you, Dr. Eddie. All right, guys, and of course, back again with us this week. We are so excited to have Cassie and Dorian Del Isla back on the show. Adult entertainers extraordinaire at this point is what I'm going to call you. So
I think I had called them adult film super couple.
Super couple. I like that too, because now that is what I'm feeling. I feel like you guys just like have your unicorn wings on. Like, yeah, you guys are great. Okay, so this episode, we're going to be talking about what it's like to be behind the camera versus in front of the camera. So I know most of us, we all direct our own like OnlyFans content and things like that. How do you prepare? And I guess the question too is going to be, when you are directing a scene, are you the stars or do you have other talent that will come on and be directed by you?
We did both.
Both.
We did both.
We did both.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, we did both. Professionally, when we, a production asked us to produce a movie, the first time a movie about us, about Ibiza, when we lived in Ibiza, in our villa, something like that, like invited some guys and some girls to have orgy in Ibiza, like something classical.
Yeah.
That's Ibiza.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Ibiza, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we booked some other performer, and we was like in all the scene, I think, because it was only group stuff.
Only group, yeah.
So we were like performer and producer at the same time. We got a technical staff, cameraman, director, and everything. And nothing changed for us because we just wrote the scenario of the movie, the casting, just to have fun.
Yeah.
And you know why? We spend a lot of money in champagne. with the production money.
Don't say that.
So,
That's hilarious.
I say that. Sorry,
Everyone can sign the
Jackie Michel, the
consent
French
form.
production.
Say that.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it. We were drunk for 4 days in Ibiza.
Oh my God,
So
amazing.
that was not a pain in the ass to do this movie.
No, that movie was really fun actually to do, because I remember Alexi Crystal came to me in the morning. She was like, "When do I wake up tomorrow? What type of makeup do you want?" I'm like, "Well, you wake up when you wake up, and for the makeup, you do what you want."
It was 10 under the sun of Ibiza.
We don't care.
Yeah.
We just need you to be beautiful as you are, and that's
So
it.
I think the point is when we do professional stuff, I think it's say something if you're not okay, but like when we shoot our content, because we do a lot of group stuff too, but when we produce for a professional production, we do like we want to do as a performer. I mean,
True.
take your time. Okay, we will just enjoy the moment. The camera guys will take care about the picture. So just fuck
Just
and open the position
enjoy.
if you can, but enjoy it.
Enjoy your time.
And you come when you want. Come when you want.
Yeah. I love that you said don't worry about opening up, because not a lot of people know what that even means. So when we say opening up, basically what we mean is, so the sex isn't a regular grinding sex, it's open so the camera can see it.
So that you can see penetration and all of those shots, and then you have
Absolutely,
to have
yes.
lighting to remove the shadows.
A lot of times they call them pussy cameras.
They sure do.
Yeah.
So if we when we produce, most of the time we will just ask to the performer to have fun, and we will put the light in some way that the camera guy can just move around and actually cut the moment, the penetration, whatever I need to see. But I will not ask to the performer to move and have sex in a certain ways. I will not, because I want to have something natural. I want to, because when I watch a porn, I know when the person is actually enjoying the sex or not at all.
Yeah.
Or if it's something too much direct, I can tell when it's cut. I can tell when they ask them to move. And I don't know if it's because I'm in it, but personally, it turned me down instantly.
Yeah.
So I don't want the porn I produce, I don't want to see that. I just want to see two people having fun and just enjoying the moment.
For our content, it's the same.
Absolutely,
we just put the camera or pay a guy to film it.
Right.
And we fuck. And we
just have fun.
Enjoy it. Sometimes we have a drink.
Yeah.
In the middle of the scene. So
I love that.
Yeah, we do that.
That's also really different, though, than most filming, right?
Yes.
Because more
absolutely.
filming is really directed, and there is a lot of involvement of a lot of different people.
Yes.
And you can tell that opening up is not comfortable because no one does it that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, definitely. It's super interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when you see the guy like the legs up on the spoon position, I'm like,
25 minutes.
This is my favorite male position when he's got the hand back here.
oh yeah, like here.
A guy who like would teach me the job, like Hervé Bodilis, I would say. I never did it.
Yeah.
And he was really into me. Like, I want you become a fucking good performer, so I will teach you everything. He's the director for Marc Dorcel.
Oh, nice.
And one day, just for joking, on the set with him, I put my hand on my hip.
He yelled on you.
Good.
He came in the scene, slapped my hand.
Sounds like her.
Don't do that. The Czech guys do that. Not you. You're French.
That's so funny.
Sorry for that.
No, it's true though. Yeah.
Fuck a girl with the hand of the hips.
Yeah, no one does that.
Yeah, my mom when she's
It's a little bit girly.
when she's hungry, she took.
Ballroom dancers do it as well.
I don't know.
Because you have to do something with your hand and it has to be open.
Yeah, you know what? I will give you one secret. If you're like that, and the camera guy is on your right, your right hand, you need to move it, okay, for the camera, but don't put your hand on your hip. Just put your hand close to your other hand.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you touch the girl with the two hands, and the camera guy can see everything.
Yeah.
End of the story.
Yeah, shocking that you could do it another way. I know, right?
Just think about touching the girl and it will happen. Yeah,
but I love that you guys give it like a very like natural, whether you're directing or performing, because I think a lot of times people don't realize that when you're on a regular set, like say you're for Brazzers or something, you're on set for a good 5 hours before any sex takes place. Yeah.
Well, and some of those sets are
my day yesterday.
Yeah.
Your day yesterday.
6 hours waiting.
6 hours waiting, no sex, nothing. Yeah.
I was thinking about it, so I was like, it's really hard. And after 1 hour and a half, I was like, okay, I know.
Yeah.
I will not.
Oh, baby.
It is. It's drug out so much because you go through so much script, and even before you have sex, they do what are called sex stills. So you're having the positioning. So I'll go down and give a picture of a blowjob, or he'll do an insertion and we'll do a picture of.
You need to be hard as a man.
Yeah.
Yes.
And after you need to calm down because you will fuck in 6 hours.
Yes, because now you've got to do dialogue or whatever.
It's very hard.
Yeah,
it's very hard.
For a man, I think it's very hard.
I don't understand
agree.
what they do. They do sex still, so the pictures at the beginning. They do everything, and 3, 4, 5 hours after you will do the sex video. So no.
Yeah.
I experimented something in Prague. For when we switch position, at the beginning of the position, the director stops the camera.
Get some pictures.
And the photographer arrives, takes some pictures, and bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Okay, I never saw that.
Yeah. Well,
everywhere, just one time in Prague. Wow.
I was always told the reason.
Genius.
I was told the reason that they do the sex photos before is so everyone is like fresh and clean, and they're not covered in sweat and their hair.
Yeah,
all
but
everywhere
if you do the technique I just told you.
Yeah.
The Dorian
the
technique?
makeup.
Yeah.
The makeup of the girl will fit with the
That's
position.
That's true. Yeah.
So everything will be better. So please, guys, do that.
Yeah.
Please, s'il vous plaît.
New directing rules. Yeah. Well, things do need to change if we're being honest, and I think change has happened a lot, especially since I've been in. In 2014 is when I got in. It is dramatically different than it used to be, and I feel like for the most part, companies are trying to get you in and out of the door a little bit faster, as opposed to when I first started. I mean, you would hear horror stories of people being there for 26 hours, you know, and yes. Now I never had a set like that, but I've been on a 14-hour set.
Same
before. Yeah.
Thank you, Mardosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know why, but you stay like that. But I appreciate something. For example, for Brazers, you stay a long time, you wait a long time. But when it's sex, they will do everything with all the camera guy, with everything to be fast for your sex part.
Yeah.
So it will be sex. They will keep 20 minutes, but you will have sex for 30 minutes, not for 3 hours.
Right.
So, you know, when on the Brothers set, when they say, "Okay, you will fuck," it's like, let the dog do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's good, and the sex is good, and it's amazing on video. Let the dog out.
Yeah.
And it's amazing on video. It's not 3 hours for the most I did. It's 6 hours sex.
Oh my God.
The girl asked me. Yeah, it's a really famous photographer who shoot porn. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
I will tell you the name after.
Wow.
And the girl told me, yeah, you know, Dorian, I really want to fuck with you. You are like a fantasy for me, but don't put your cock inside my pussy anymore, because I'm so sweaty.
Yeah, I can even imagine. Also, I would need a snack in between 6 hours. My God.
You do
and a 4-hour break.
Yeah.
You do a lot of position and the lights, the way you put the lights on. So it's a real artist. Like he has the thing in his mind, and most of the artists can't make it fit when you see it on video. Mm-hmm. But that guy actually make it fit.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, he get pissed off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it has to be the way he has it in his head, otherwise he won't move on.
Yeah.
He won't move on from this. It has to be like that.
I know a lot of directors
But
like that.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The result is beautiful.
The result is
Honestly,
beautiful
it is.
when you do like that.
It is.
When you want to kill the directors because it's too long and everything. But the result is beautiful. You're proud of him.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
proud of you. You're proud of him. You're proud of the
team.
of the product, of
Yeah.
the team.
You're
So
proud
you
of
want to do
everyone.
it again.
Yeah.
Even
And
if
after
it's hard.
you will smile
Yeah.
because you want to do something beautiful.
And you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But how long is a scene when you guys are shooting content for yourself, or if you have someone else coming over to shoot?
30 minutes, 1 hour.
30 minutes, no more. Like
Thank
I
you.
personally, I'm more into
Sex tape.
We
That's
have a sex tape. Like I want to keep the hardcore scene, the very how can I say, the very fancy scene. I want to keep it for the porn industry. When I do my content, I want it to look real.
Yeah.
Because when you put your thing on OnlyFans, it has to be personal. It has to come from you. And I don't think people want to see the stuff you do in porn industry because they can easily see it on Pornhub for free.
Yeah.
When they want to see when they pay something, it's your real life,
And
there
what
is
you really love.
behind.
Yeah.
So on my OnlyFans, I would do like very natural sex. And I told to the guy in general, like, don't try to make the position to open to the camera.
Yes.
I will do at the editing what I can do to see the penetration if I have to. But honestly, I want to look real. And real sex don't last more than 20, 30 minutes, except if, well, you go out from a club, you're a bit drunk and you're
Sure.
Right.
Just before we arrived, we had a foursome with another couple.
It was actually very fun.
And just put the camera and we said, okay, we don't
Just
care
have
about
fun.
the public, just have fun.
Just have
And we
fun.
did.
Yeah.
The point
And we
is
did.
just to enjoy the moment.
That's why we were a bit late.
That's it, yeah.
As long as it was for a good reason, that's all I care
Yeah.
about.
It was.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why there's like a rise of amateur porn. That's like a really popular
That it's so
category.
popular, yeah.
It's such a popular category because it doesn't care about any of those things.
Yes.
It's literally like two people setting it up,
Yes.
them actually doing it.
I think people want to see the reality now. We have been so caught up about fantasy stuff, about fake this and fake this, that today I believe the people want to go back to the origin.
Yeah.
They want to go back to their roots.
At least some people, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure, 100% that the amateur category is not a big thing. Just in amateur categories, they will just search they don't want to watch some porn in big villas with a Lamborghini, a girl pretending to be rich.
The luxury.
So
Right.
the fake luxury,
Right.
the fake porn luxury.
Right.
That's
I will
not real life?
Right.
I will not say some brand name in porn, but that's totally fake. And when I talk with a lot of people, with fans, with and some podcasts, some interview, people tell me every time that it's boring. They don't want to see that. They prefer to see a girl in a blue jean
The girl next
with
door.
a crop top.
Yeah.
being gangbanged in a bar.
Right.
I like this idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Like,
who's
I'm
that
okay
girl?
with that. Actually, that sounds great. Yeah.
Who's that girl? And then a girl with a Chanel bag and being fucked in a Rolls Royce. They don't care about it. They don't want to see a Kardashian porn.
Right.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Really.
No, I
they
don't
want
wanna
to
see that.
And the big look. We talk about Brazzers. They are the first, I think. This is the biggest production. They don't rent any Lamborghini.
Yeah.
All the brother stuff I do is like, it's like normal life.
Simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
I think
You were a construction guy a couple of times, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the handyman a lot.
I could see that.
Yeah. I'm the handyman. Yeah, so you can do a lot of things, but don't put some luxury stuff. I think people, even in the mainstream movies, they don't want to see luxury stuff.
Now you're talking like Vixen style, where they do
No.
like the like the helicopters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think people feel sometimes insulted by the
I can see
luxury
that.
you throw to their face.
I can see that.
You know?
Yeah, you just need
It's
to
why we
remember that probably 80% of the planet don't live in the luxury.
Yeah.
So they want to see something that look like them.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it seems like it's almost the opposite of what influencers are doing, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely,
and
yes.
I'm sure
Absolutely.
they will fall down really fast. In France, when you're an influencer, you can't do any publicity to make money right now since 2 weeks.
Oh, why?
Yeah, there was a lot of problem. Like a girl, she abused a lot of people on the link she was putting on Instagram.
Because they say they're rich, they're super rich, they're just influencers, they're stupid, but they're rich, but it's fake. So they sell some formation, some classes, some solutions.
Pretending to be something that they are
So
not.
Yes.
a big singer in France who live in Miami. His name is Booba.
Booba.
He's a guy really famous everywhere in Africa. He's really famous in France.
Yeah.
He's a monster, and he's fucking rich.
So he decided to go into a war
He
against
doesn't
the
care about
influencer in
anyone,
France.
anybody.
And he actually winning that war.
Yeah.
Wow.
He put the law. Code of him. They put the law that when you're on Instagram, on Twitter in France, you can't sell any product like would not approved by the European community.
Wow.
You can sell any classes or solution or business influence.
Trading,
No.
whatever.
Right.
Yep.
It's over.
Interesting.
So now they
There are
open
different
some.
regulations.
So now they are all on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Oh, giving their advice on OnlyFans.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally get that. I mean, I'm not giving advice on OnlyFans, but you should still search it. So I'm giving other things on there.
So great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think people want to see some porn, like normal porn.
They want to see something that look like them.
Yeah.
I think.
Look like them.
Sometimes you want to dream, of course, like when you go on holidays, you're happy to see a porn with great girl, good villa, supercar. But you go on holiday one time a year for normal people.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I personally, I don't like to post all the stuff I have, like all my mark bags, my
We
big
don't
car,
post
whatever.
our car
I don't
or
brag
picture.
about it. Like when I buy my Louboutin, I don't make a
Oh,
post
I brag
on
about my
Instagram
wagon.
and see, hey, look, hey, you know this is this costs what you have in a month.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
one. I can't be like this because
Yeah.
I still remember how it was.
Yeah. Oh,
People know, that's all.
But that's because I do. I mean, I will post my G-Wagon on my Instagram accounts, but I make sure that everyone knows that I was homeless. You know, like just a few years
you have
ago.
a background.
Like I didn't come from
So you're
money.
proud.
Yeah,
You're actually proud about
I'm proud
that.
of how
That's
hard I
different.
worked
That's
to get
different.
where I'm at.
Absolutely, absolutely. In that
I
case,
understand. That's
I
really
can
positive,
absolutely
like, yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
But personally, I will not do it because
Right.
I don't want them to feel like I believe I'm superior.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
What they can come
Yeah.
to their mind.
Right.
I don't wanna be that girl. Because I'm surrounded by that kind of girl
Yeah.
everywhere in porn industry.
Yeah.
And what I see the results is those girls that actually brag all the time.
Right.
I broke.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
The ones I know are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do $10,000 on OnlyFans. Then why do you drive a shitty car?
Right.
Why do you have shitty shoes?
Drugs,
Right.
drinking, partying. LA is the best party
Oh yeah,
place.
definitely.
Yeah.
Then and now I understood that.
not.
Like
It's not,
maybe
no.
you do, maybe you do those $10,000
For me, it's
on
Barcelona.
OnlyFans, but everything goes into la
Yeah.
cocaína.
And Ibiza.
Yeah.
Todo es en la cocaína. O
Now,
Exactly.
when you guys are done performing, when you have just reached the point where you're like, I'm done, I don't want to be in front of the camera anymore, will you go to just behind the camera, or do you think you'll just walk away in general?
personally, I was thinking about still doing production, but in full time, because I have a very twisted and dirty mind, and I think it could be fun to actually put it on the video. Like I tried one time to make a movie financed by a French company,
A French
Yeah.
TV.
a French TV, but they also do porn, but it was too trash for them, too hardcore.
Ask her to modify the
all of
scenario.
it.
And she was like a bitch. She said, no, never.
No, never. Don't want it. I have it in my mind. It's been years. Like when I masturbate, I think about what I want to see.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and I believe.
And you haven't seen it yet.
And I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet. I want to see.
We will produce this movie.
I want to
I
see
think you
some.
should produce
some
that.
very elegant but still dirty stuff.
Yeah.
And like with boss girl, like
Yeah.
good strong prostitute.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I didn't saw
She have a
that.
fantasy is to be a prostitute in the street.
Yeah, I
mean-
want to do Pretty Woman, but dirty
Yeah,
way.
she want to be gangbang.
I get it.
With the blonde
Yeah.
wing and
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
my sex fantasies I masturbate to are not what I'm seeing on TV either, you know?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times that they are kind of missing the mark on what women want, and it's not necessarily the same all the time. I say all the time, like, yeah, I love the soft caressing, but occasionally I
course.
want you to throw me up against the fucking wall and
I
rip my
want
fucking
passion.
clothes off.
I
Yeah.
want dirty. I want to feel like the guy can get over me. He has to take me, you know. And I
Yes.
can't see that today.
Yeah.
When I see the girl that say so I know many girls that actually producer, and all the time is vanilla, or I don't know the word in English, but in French we say misandre. It's a girl that will
Who hate
actually
men.
they hate men. So the only things they do inside their porn, it's actually to humiliate the men. I don't want to see a male being humiliated.
Me neither.
I want to see a mate that will humiliate me but still be pretty and
Right.
still with the passion that go with it. Because what I want to see some dirty love that consumes me
Yeah.
in porn. You
I
know,
like that.
I like
Wow.
the.
Yeah.
I can't do that. When I will stop performing, I can't. I will not be behind the camera because I'm too much active in my pants. So
You'd be like, I have to get in
I
there.
would like
Yeah.
you can do that. I will do that for you.
But you're doing it wrong.
So-
Let me show you.
I thought about if I stay in that business after performing. I thought about becoming an agent, maybe,
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
or buying an agency who already exists.
Yeah.
Or putting some money in
Okay.
Something close.
Yeah.
something close.
But still stay in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I feel like when you work in this field, especially, it's really hard to go out and do anything
A
else
lot of
afterwards.
girls
yes.
try. A lot of girls try.
Yeah.
And they come back.
They come back all
They
the
come
time.
back home
Yeah.
like
Yep.
really fast.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's even difficult to do research in those areas and stuff like that, right? Because even getting medical care for a lot of people in the industry is a challenge because of the stigma of
Yeah.
the industry. So when you don't have a lot of options to get medical care, it creates its own problems.
Yeah.
For those of us in public health that are doing research on STIs and stuff, it becomes like, oh, why are you studying this specific group of people when you could be studying like the people that don't get it on purpose, which is counter to reality.
Right.
Instead, we should be using the adult film industry as an example.
Yes.
Like a really,
Of
really
what
good
to
example
do.
of what to
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
But it's also the same way in academia.
Of course.
Because of the stigma that goes with it. So even navigating this world can be a challenge in a
It
variety of
is.
ways.
It is
Yeah.
hard because, unfortunately, I believe that we should have maybe more psychologists inside and more doctors that
Yes.
stay closer to the industry
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
You want
unfortunately,
a psychologist test.
yes, unfortunately,
She want to do that
It's-
for the new performers.
when I see
Think you
sometimes
should.
girl they have a lot of personal issues, a lot of problem in their family, and they believe that by going into porn, that will fix all of their problems.
It's going to give them the validation that they don't get elsewhere.
And the hashtag new
and
life.
the problem is they don't live with peace with themselves already. And if you're not in peace with yourself, you can't do porn. It's impossible. You will go home and fall apart. Because you won't stand yourself. It won't be possible. You can face yourself.
Well, it's not giving you what you think it's going to give.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So
and it can cause a lot of problems for you afterwards.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of agency don't, they need to
care is what you meant to say.
I
they
would
don't
try
care.
to say it like politely, like I want to be nice.
Yeah, they care.
Yeah,
they need
exactly.
they need to choose. They need to do a selection. I mean, but I don't care. They need to do a selection because there is too much girls.
Oh, because that's all
There
they
is too
want
much
is a
girls saying,
fresh face.
I want to.
Yes.
Who want fresh face?
That's
The
what they always
director?
say.
Okay.
The production?
In 1980s, that
The
was
clients?
the driver, though.
Yeah, but customers
Who
really
want
want
fresh
they
face?
want stars.
Yeah, that's true.
They want porn stars.
Yeah.
They want stars. They want to see you in this
Right.
movie, in this position,
Right.
blah 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 blah.
Right.
And they want you, and they will ask you.
Yeah.
They will not ask fresh face.
Right.
Or if they are paid.
Right.
That's very true, though.
It's super true, definitely.
Yeah, but you're right. It is at this point the producers.
It's a story about the producer or the customers. I think the producer forgets. Yeah. And maybe it's a question. It's a problem with the agency who said, because I asked some models without saying I'm Dorian Del Isla. I asked for some models for some production, and they all tell you, we got a lot of fresh face, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I want
that
a girl for a GP.
Yeah.
I don't want a fresh face.
I want
Right.
that girl.
I want Adriana
her.
Chechik. I don't want, I don't know that girl. I don't care
Right.
about that girl. I want Adriana Chechik because she's fucking famous.
Right. That's
Yeah.
how I feel too. Like I don't want to have
Adriana,
sex
if
with
you
these
listen to me,
newbies.
I want you.
Yeah.
No, same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
true.
left a scene one time, like it never happened to me really in 7 years, but the other time I left a scene crying. In 7 years, I never cried on a set.
no.
Yeah.
And
I'm
this
with
time
that.
I cried like a little baby girl because I was surrounded by teenager, small boy. It was traumatizing. I'm a grown-up woman.
Yeah.
I don't want to have sex with a
Men.
boy.
I ex-nay people. They'll
Hey, you
send
wanna
me a
turn me
list.
into a-
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They'll send me a list of guys, and I like go through their photos, and I'm like, absolutely not, absolutely not, absolutely not. Okay, fine. Is he available? Yeah. I'm like,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I do that now.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I
And,
mean,
all the girls with who I shoot after 25, they tell me the same. They tell me the same. They don't
Yeah.
want to shoot with. I'm
No,
sorry,
you want a
guys.
man.
but
Yes,
they don't want to shoot
exactly.
with teens.
Yeah.
With boys. They want male.
Yeah.
'Cause
You want a
male-
man.
Male know how to do, and they know how to not hurt their partner.
Right, right.
I mean, I think it's probably also complicated by algorithms driving content.
Yeah.
Right? So we have like the increase in stepmom porn, for example. And so it always comes up. So it always gets clicked on. So then that is pushing for more people to create more. And so when we divorce people's selection from these algorithms, it's like we're driving
Right.
things that maybe people don't actually want, but maybe
Right.
this is just because it's the first thing that clicks, or the picture's really nice, the thumbnail's perfect, or
Well, that I click on thumbnails. I don't click because it says "mommy does teen." You know, like that's not why I'm clicking. I'm like, oh, that girl looks hot. That's usually what it is.
Exactly.
You know, like
Yes.
I will
So
watch
we
that
all
person.
say that. We
Yeah.
are all okay with that.
Yeah.
So only the production will become mad.
Yeah.
I would like to see the numbers. I would like
Yeah,
to see
I
the
want to see the
numbers
paper.
just to
Give me
see
the proof.
if who's lying to us, because
That's fair.
obviously someone
Why?
is lying to
someone
us.
is lying. Yeah.
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 Because honestly, when I watch a porn, I don't want to see a boy
Yeah, I
having
don't
sex
either.
with a
Or a
woman.
man that's over 18 but that looks
Yes.
like a boy.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
thanks,
course,
Dr. Eddie.
of course. We are all.
I know. Yeah.
There is no underage people. Of course,
Yeah.
Right.
no.
I'm just having fun with
I
you.
know.
But this is not what I want to see. I don't want to see that kind of stuff. I don't want
I
to.
mean, you as a male.
No.
As a male, I don't want to see a boy.
And if I see like
or
a ugly boy
disgusting guy fucking
fucking a beautiful girl, I'm like, no.
How do you mentally put yourself there, right? Like you have to be able to visualize yourself as the man having sex with this beautiful woman. And if it looks like an 18-year-old boy or younger, even though he's overage, I don't know how some people project themselves into it.
Personally, I do not project myself, but I just want to see the girl having fun.
I totally project myself.
So, if I know, and we know, that the girl in the scene do not enjoy the sex because the guy can, I will not be excited.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Really not.
Yeah.
Really, I will not be excited.
Personally, that's exactly the type of porn I watch.
I need to see them extremely unhappy.
Young Russian girl first anal DP.
Yes.
That's Cassie Del Isla.
Wait, that was you? No.
She like to see the girl like, oh my God, what
I'm doing here.
What I'm doing here.
Why did I say yes?
And she's like, oh, come on. And I heard the bzzz.
That's the best part of any sex.
All those girls think that porn is so easy that you just have to lay down and spread your legs.
It is not.
It is not.
Yeah.
It is not.
All right, guys. We got through so much on that episode. I think we learned a lot in front of the camera and behind the camera, and what real sex is versus what some of the studio work is, and working for ourselves, working for a company. They're vastly different. And I agree. If you want to see me having a really good time, come to my OnlyFans page, because that's what I'm doing that I actually enjoy.
Do what you love.
Yeah. I always say working for companies is like a paid advertisement for my work.
I agree totally with you. Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't work for a company, your OnlyFans is
your business. Yeah, absolutely.
But they work well together, and we have to be grateful to those big companies.
Oh, so grateful.
You need big companies to make your OnlyFans bigger.
Of course, you need big company.
Yeah.
If you don't shoot for company, your OnlyFans is shit.
They advertise you, and the better is they pay you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We need to work together.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. People always ask me different questions about that and why the pay is so low. I'm like, it's just an advertisement. So it's not really, I just feel like it's a paid ad I did. So, yes. All right, guys. Thank you, Dorian and Cassie, so much. You guys have been incredibly helpful and insightful to the industry in front of and behind. Thank you, Dr. Eddie, for being with us today. And all right, guys, until next time, adios.